They are. They have that.
They buy in.
They got it. They got it. I mean,
Mac Jones looks like a Tom Brady does now. Well, Tom Brady did 3 years ago.
See, every time I hear Mac Jones
on the Patriots,
I think of the Texas coach
on the Patriots.
Oh, okay.
But anywho,
yeah. So I mean, looking at who we think of the stinkers, I already heard you scream out Kyle Trash. I mean, Kyle Trash does have some records this year. He's put up some big numbers. He didn't look great, but he was missing four of his four key guys, two receivers, and a safety and a cornerback. Two people opted out. I think three opted out for the NFL. We had an injured safety. So I mean, he was going without any weapons into that game. Prior to that, we saw a lot of great games from Kyle Trask. It's really hard to say whether or not anybody's talent is going to roll over into the NFL, right?
Yeah. I don't
pulling a Tebow.
I mean, yeah. Tebow's a perfect example. Danny Warfel
I disagree with
was
that,
a stud.
Yeah, he was.
Desmond Howard.
I know, but let's just go back through the books here. If you ever drafted an Alabama running back, what did you get?
Garbage.
Come on, Derrick Henry.
Richardson.
Trent Richardson was
careful now.
Wait, hold on.
Pick number
That
4, 2012.
But that's because he played for your team. I know, but he had to go to Cleveland.
He went to the Colts. He got traded second year. What did he do in Indy? What did he do with the Raiders?
They had a failing Andrew Luck. I mean, come on.
Wait, Derrick Henry.
Derrick. That's who I was thinking of.
That's a good one.
That's who I was trying. I was just looking it up. I'm like, no, there's a really good running back that came from Alabama. It's Derrick Henry.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
I still like the sermon from Ohio State. I want to give accolades here to Fields. Fields showed up last night. I watched the game. I'm like, I'm expecting him to just be a duffer.
Right.
But
why did you think that?
But he came out like old 12 gauge.
What's getting knocked
Mark
around.
Ingram. Mark Ingram went to Alabama.
They just hammered it out. I mean, they looked better. They got it in their play calls. Great. I like watching play calls. And they set them up out of nowhere. You'd be like, yeah, what are they doing? Oh, he just threw a 70-yard bomb.
I thought they broke his ribs at one point. My God, he was getting hit.
So this story is a little bit dated, guys. We're moving on here. There ain't no Maskin Haskins. So as we all know, Haskins, the Washington football team quarterback to be.
Let's everybody wave goodbye.
Who's now being replaced again by an Alex Smith who's going to return. This is an interesting story, too, that we could talk about. But the Haskins story's got a little bit more meat on the potato here. Because what we're talking about, in the club, he wasn't wearing a mask. The strippers weren't wearing a mask. It brings up a lot of questions. Apparently, he was photographed with 5 strippers around him at a table enjoying themselves. They were wearing his jersey. He gets points for that.
Yeah.
Can somebody give him a round of applause for that? The strippers were wearing his jersey.
Strippers were wearing clothes. Exactly. Very good. Very cool. You're very cool.
I want to know how the jersey weighed out. Did it weigh out? Was it scheduled as a double D?
Yeah.
Or an extra large?
If the face can push out the COVID, I mean, what I'd like to talk about is what is the acceptable way to receive a stripper safely during COVID? I mean, what rule wasn't he following that he was to get? Look, if he'd have beat the Seahawks, let's be real, he'd still be playing for the Washington football team. So what this is not necessarily really about the mass situation.
It's about his ignorance.
This
honestly.
goes back to why athletes are the NBLs of the year. Because they've been, I mean, that's normal for them to go do that. Basketball, Harden, I mean, who really looks at that? I mean, that's just, we're men. Sorry.
I like strippers too.
Yeah, I mean, all right.
Who does not? Who does not?
When you have an extra couple $100, you don't know what to do. Go see your local titty bar. Right?
Pretty much. Put them through college. Why not?
I know.
Don't go through college.
A man without a plan.
They're told that they can't even do that. I mean, I've gone since this,
Todd,
and it's like,
Todd, how do you safely do that? That's the question.
Yeah, I'll tell you how.
During COVID?
A drive-through strip club.
Oh,
sit in your car and
drive-through strippers. All right.
So they climb up on the car. That's sexy.
I mean,
a woman.
They had it in LA, I think, in like Inglewood.
I prefer a car and stripper.
They have a lot in Inglewood. That's funny.
How do you do it? Danny, you had an idea.
I know. All you got to do, all he should have done was use hand sanitizer instead of KY jelly. That's it. That's end of story, dude.
I heard that burn.
You think he'd be starting today? Because he said he wanted to learn from this. He said he wanted to move on and become a leader.
Okay, icy hot.
So how do you become a leader and still go to the strip club, you got to do something. Who wears the mask? Where do you put the mask?
Is that the right way to lead, though? I mean, you think Trevor Lawrence has come out, his first-round draft pick, and his first place he's going to go is to the titty bar? Probably not. Like, I'm a leader. Follow me.
I hope so, though. I want to see sunshine at the strip club. Yeah. I want to see sunshine at the strip club.
He probably will. He's probably going to be
locks.
like Gronk. I see him being like Gronkowski. You're going to have a little aura around him.
Yeah.
You know what?
He reminds me so much of Spicoli from Fast Times at Ridgemont. Sean Penn's character. I'm like, that's Trevor Lawrence right there. That's that guy.
Tasty waves.
Bro, that's not even close. He actually went to college.
He does look.
Pagoni never made it out of high school.
He does.
I mean, come on.
That's a big point.
He does look a bit like Spicoli. If he'd have just listened to Mr. Hand, he might have had a better chance against Ohio State.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Think about it.
Oh, you know what upset that whole game up? I'm going to give you a fun stat here. Last year, Clemson lost a game in New Orleans. What player was ejected for targeting?
Number 47, someone that got
Skolowski.
Yeah.
And then again.
Yeah.
First half ejected Skolowski, the inside linebacker. Their
again.
whole team blew apart. And guess what that accounts for?
I'm not sure.
2 Trevor Lawrence losses.
Oh. So the loss is on 47. I see what you're saying.
I'm not saying, but if they can't get the ball back to him, Lawrence struggled. Don't get us wrong.
He did.
I know, but he's
the leader of the defense as well, though. So if you take him out,
like you take out, I mean, you wouldn't have the great Giants without LT.
Okay.
I mean, you wouldn't have the great Bears without Urlacher or Singletary.
Yeah,
you wouldn't have the Ravens without Ray Lewis.
Right. We can keep going. You can talk all day.
I know, but they win them. That's what's important right now, and that's why I think Ohio State's taking Alabama down.
Yeah, no, they don't.
Boom.
So Spicoli's is Spicoli going to be playing for the Jags? Because I want to go up there and see him hang out with them and smoke some weed. Is that going to happen?
Nice.
I think Urban Meyer's going to end up being the coach for the Jags.
That could be.
That wouldn't be bad.
Awesome.
That wouldn't be bad. That would be pretty
talked
good.
about. That is being talked about.
Oh,
man. But he always comes into a baited field. You look at every time Urban Meyer had success. He went to the Gators and they already had recruiting to the gills. They just couldn't win with Ron Zook.
Yep.
And Urban Meyer comes in and is like, oh, Tebow already committed. Their team blew it up.
All right,
guys.
guys.
Ohio State.
Thank you. Thank for all your comments, Big T Little Odd. Always appreciated. We're gonna get you your own segment.
I'm here all night.
It's gonna be called "I Digress" with Big T.
Shall be faithful.
Lord.
All right. Well, on that note, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere because when we get back, Danny's going to feed us some fantasy football. Woo.
You're listening to Ball Buster. You're listening to Ball Busters.
Welcome back to Ball Busters. Let's kick it off to Mr. Feedback on fantasy football. What's going on?
Besides my championship that I earned this year.
Yeah.
Got aching bones from all that hard work, do you?
Let me see that ring again.
That's pretty.
Oh,
That's a nice ring.
Just kiss it.
What'd you pay for that?
What do you mean pay? This is the kind of stuff you get when you're a winner. When you're
Old Uncle Rico over here.
Buddy. Show me those mountains. I'll throw that freaking
I can throw over those mountains.
All right. Well, so most of our leagues have come to an end. Liz, how did you fare?
I came in third place in mine. Eric Ebron, he kind of screwed me, and the Steelers' defense kind of screwed me. So I
slow clap.
came in third. Got my money back.
Nice.
There you go.
That's all that matters, I guess. How'd you do, Todd?
I think we already talked about this.
How did
I just want to hear him say it again.
I think I'm going to make everybody at this table happy. And everybody who's not at this table happy. Because I'm going to be wearing something uncomfortable for myself.
No, actually, no. Dresses are very comfortable.
I've never worn one. Could you tell me a little more? What should I look out for?
Oh,
Am I
no,
fitting?
you're loose. You're just rolling and flopping around down there, man.
You're gonna free ball it?
Yeah.
Oof.
Scottish men wear them.
I felt like going for like a
kilts.
They're not embarrassed.
80s tube top, some jeans, and roller skates.
Oh boy. Let me know where that's happening because I want to be there.
Todd's going to show up as looking like the fucking Olivia Newton-John and shit.
I just hope Ben Roethlisberger's not around.
Oh, spandex would be perfect.
He might take you in the bathroom.
Big old pile of meat for sale.
I'm sure Todd would go.
I missed something.
All right. Well, most of our seasons have come to a close, you know.
Oh, yeah.
There are still some formats and some leagues that are playing in this week 17. And if not, you know, there's always daily fantasy, which we should probably get into here for the playoffs. But we'll talk about that after the show. But let me just start off with a couple quarterbacks. How you guys feeling this week about Alex Smith and your boy P. Rivers? What do you think, Todd? What do you think? Would you start either one of those guys this week?
I just don't know how you go against Rivers when you live in a van down by a river. Feedback.
I thought he lived in
Living in a van down by the river.
I mean, you asked a question. I go Rivers. Rivers against Jacksonville. If Jacksonville gives, or if Colts give Jacksonville their second win of the year, that means that their 2 wins were against the Colts. Yeah. I don't see that happening. I see Rivers coming in there and just kayaking through the party.
All right, and what are you thinking about Sunday night? Because, I mean, this is a big one. This is Washington. Hey, it's on the line.
Cowboys.
You know what I mean?
Going with the boys.
You going with the boys?
I love the boys. I've been to the stadium last year. I can't go against the boys.
All right. Well, let's get into the running backs now.
Wait, I thought Washington played the Eagles.
Yeah, I was just going to let him have that one, Liz. I hate that we just always call him dumb. I was actually just going to let him have that one.
Yeah, they played the Eagles.
Hold on here.
Oh, she searched.
You confused me. I was like, hold on.
She looked at him quick. She was like, "Yeah, no, you're wrong."
No, you're wrong, Todd.
Oh, that's a giant. Some of them.
You should card back.
All right. Well, hey, if you guys need a running back this week, all right, we got a couple injuries there for the Rams. They don't have their starting quarterback. They're going to run the ball.
Who's going
Or Cooper Cup. They don't have Cooper Cup either.
Who's going to play
He's
quarterback?
out.
Blake Bortles?
Hey, that's what I'm saying. They're going to run the ball a lot up against Cardinals. They're fighting for the playoffs. You know what I mean? They can't just roll over. They're trying to get in there. I don't know if Goff's going to be back by then, but I guarantee you Brown's going to get 15, 20 touches.
Brown?
Handoffs. Yeah. Third string running back. No more Henderson. No more your boy Akers. He fizzled out.
Akers is coming back, bro. He is
too much Florida State blood.
Come on. He's the
gone.
best running back they have,
Well,
though.
he's not
You
playing
have
this
to
week.
agree with that. He's playing.
No, he's not.
He's playing.
He's not.
I talked to an inside agent, and Jimbo Fisher told me this. Even though he's at Texas A&M, he's like, Cam is going to play. The Rams, this game means so much to the Rams. They're missing their quarterback. If they lose this game, Rams are done. You just can't lose this game. Rams have to win this game, or else their coach is in question to getting...
No, come on. His wife's so hot they won't fire him. There's
on.
no way.
That's what they said about Tannehill's wife, too. She is a smoker.
That worked out for Tannehill.
Have we ever brought up Tannehill's wife on the show before? Because I don't think we have. This is the first time hearing this.
I watched the special, and Tannehill's wife is...
I'm going to look her up.
There's a special about Tannehill's wife?
Well, there should be. There should be an exclusive. I mean, this girl's got it going on.
And when she's not dating NFL quarterback, she looks for fantasy football guys in dresses.
I know.
Hey, there you go.
Wow.
So,
There you go.
That's her
This might be your year, Todd.
That's her second.
So I got to weigh in.
Yeah, you got a chance. So you're telling me there's a chance.